The NBA season has come down to this. This is it. For all the marbles, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you talk about the Nets coming in. They know what's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7. A one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court, it's Wall. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Markieff Morris. The screen sets him up for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Simmons to Durant. Irving buries it on the catch and shoot. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
To Wall. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Irving with the basketball. His team up by one. Down for Curry. Won't go. Tough make through traffic. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Seth Curry matched up with Paul George. Irving. Now ready to shoot at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Into the front court comes Wall. They're down 3. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Irving. To Simmons. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Wall across the timeline. Down 3. Zubats, tough matchup against Durant. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen. Durant. Harris, tough matchup against George. To Durant. They go down low to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons missed his first. That one goes.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Irving.
I got you.
Durant. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now Doc wants a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. blood coming in for both sides. Jackson to Powell. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Now a step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here's Irving into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by Robert Covington. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Powell to Reggie Jackson. Powell to Jackson. For 3, his first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. Irving fights through traffic to slam it down.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Reggie Jackson picked up by Mills. Count it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. Second quarter set to begin. Some impressive shooting numbers. Jay, is that good offense, or is it, dare we say, bad defense?
I don't know if I'm watching an all-star game or a regular season game, because I'm telling you right now, Ed, if it was the regular season, which it is, by the way, you probably want to see some teams play some defense.
Jackson with it. Now down 6. Leonard to Covington. Jackson to Leonard. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Simmons. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
To Reggie Jackson. Down low for Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Seth Curry. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Picked up. Here we go. Kennard to Leonard. Slam dunk. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy 1 or more tickets before the end of today's game and you will receive an exclusive discount.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Marcus Morris. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
It's the Clippers with the possession now to Batum. Deep two there, won't go. T.J. Warren snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Kyrie across the timeline, down by one. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Wall. Here comes the screen. Wall, guarded by Morris. Ben Simmons sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Irving. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Tough-looking shot there, still gets it to go down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Irving lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound taken by Wall. Here comes the screen. Batum against Markieff Morris. Nikola Batum. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Simmons to Irving. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Wall defended by Kevin Durant. The drive right to the basket. From the outside, no good. To Durant. Even to Zubats with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Paul George. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Irving.
Double.
Able to convert inside. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Kyrie Irving, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Wall. Won't go. Clippers have got it. Deep three at the buzzer. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Clippers will start the second half with a decent lead. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Bench points.
The Brooklyn Nets were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Clippers have the basketball. Wall to Marcus Morris. Probing the defense. George to Leonard. Trying to cash in. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Simmons to Irving. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
There it is, John Wall. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Simmons to Irving. For Durant, down low. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Scores from the post.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Simmons with it. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. It's LA Clippers ball. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. To Seth Curry. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession.
Double team, cutter, I got yours. Try, here we go, double team.
Simmons to Irving.
Take my.
And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Kawhi Leonard, he's got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Right back to you.
Nets have it.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
Durant to Seth Curry. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
In the front court comes Simmons. The deficit now up to a dozen. Kyrie. Not going down for him this time. Wall into the front court. He'll run the offense. Leonard to Wall. It goes down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Irving into the front court. 14-point deficit. Kyrie Irving. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Simmons. Robert Covington tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Simmons into the front court. Trailing by 14. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Paul George. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Irving brings the ball up court. Fires the three, and Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Wall to Leonard. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. After the tie-up, they'll throw it up and see who gets the possession. Covington. Kawhi Leonard. And it's Simmons to claim the rebound. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guy's down 11. Oh, Ben Simmons. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Shot from the lane won't go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Clippers have the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Irving to Aldridge. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Paul George, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Irving to Patty Mills. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
George picked up by Mills. To Leonard. George. Paul George. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Simmons, ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's Brooklyn's ball. Irving. To Patty Mills. From the painted area, won't go down. Paul George to Wall. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Wall against Patty Mills. To Leonard. Knocks it down off the step back.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 for 7.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
George to the basket, but it won't go. Brooklyn's got it.
Hey, double screen.
Paul George able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Simmons. Has a chance. That's a tough look against the double team. George to Leonard. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Time for some new personnel into the game. And the finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Paul George to Leonard. Reset here. Let's see what they do. George, defended by Markieff Morris. Kawhi Leonard swats it. And that one out of bounds off a net. Substitution being made in this one. Wall with it up top. They lead it by 14. Not that time.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
No good. Durant had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. And for the very first time in franchise history, they are NBA champions. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers have earned the ultimate prize, an NBA championship. They faced adversity this season, but they didn't let it prevent them from achieving their dream. This was a series that will be hard to forget. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers. When you have a look at these highlights, you can see how this team wasn't able to get it together. It was definitely a frustrating loss. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That's another postseason in the book.